Hello there. Are we live? I think we are live. You never know. I always have to say hello and then recheck from Streamlabs OBS if we went live or not. So, sorry for that. I want to talk with you today about this brand new upcoming Brian Wilson documentary. Apparently a feature documentary that was made by this filmmaker called Brent Wilson, who has no family attachments to Brian, but I believe it was when was it? Fuck, my thoughts are going all over the place. Sorry for this. This documentary is apparently upcoming this year, 2019, and in December, beginning of December last year, it was revealed to the press, and there were these big articles by Rolling Stone magazine and Variety, and then those were followed by a lot of smaller internet articles, of course, but basically each one of them include the same information. So we don't really know much about this thing yet, except that Brent Wilson, who also did Streetlight Harmonies documentary, which was about doo-wop music, and Brian was in that one also. And anyway, it was actually weird when I heard about this upcoming film, because not too long before, I think it was last summer, when that Paul McCartney Carpool Karaoke video came out. It's really great. If you haven't seen it, I think you should check it out. Carpool Karaoke with Paul McCartney, this half an hour thing, and I saw that, and I just thought that, man, I wish Brian was in this show, because he would really do great in this type of setting, interview setting, where people are driving and there's no one else around. The cameras are just rigged to the car, and they talk about music and listen to music. So I just had that idea that Brian would really do really great in that kind of interview environment. So then a few months later, we found out that there's actually coming a complete full documentary with that style, and I am really excited about this. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that Jason Fine is being the one to interview Brian in this thing. They are driving the car, and it's done. The whole thing is apparently done in the pretty much the same fashion as that Carpool Karaoke program thing. So they rigged a car, and then Brian and Jason just rode the thing all around Los Angeles for like a year or something, and they filmed apparently 90 hours of footage, and they also shot these things that there were like a few pictures on Brian's Facebook and then on Instagram, which I thought were kind of weird last year. One was I think it was in Hawthorne High School, and Brian, it was a photo of Brian walking out of the school and getting like a brand new school, what is it, like exam grade, whatever, to a exam or something. I don't remember, but and then there was this guy with a huge camera, and nobody really knew what was happening, with a huge film camera. And then there was this image of Brian in a suit standing in front of the place where they took the picture for Surfing Safari album, and that first big photo shoot thing on the beach with the car, and but nobody really knew what it was all about. But apparently all that was part of this documentary, and for this documentary they also interviewed a bunch of other musicians, including Bruce Springsteen and Elton John, and also Nick Jonas and Taylor Hawkins and Bob Gaudio of the Four Seasons. So yeah, it really does sound really good. I have a really high hopes for this one, and apparently they are at this point trying to get a deal for the distribution. I hope my hopes are that this thing goes on Netflix, because I don't see this as a cinema experience, even though it might be very cinematic and all, but I just don't see a lot of people rushing into theaters seeing this. So I hope that Netflix buys this, because that would be the best way to gain the biggest audience. Hello, Marcus. How are you doing? Netflix has been coming up with these type of documentaries for the last few years. There is this pretty brand new, I think it came out like end of last year, about Quincy Jones, this really great documentary, a few hours long. And there's been a lot of great documentaries about musicians on Netflix. There is this documentary about Bob Weir. Was it called? Oh, something strange, trip, long, whatever. But this documentary about Bob Weir from the Grateful Dead, that's a really great documentary. I think you should check it out if you haven't seen it. And then there is also, I should get another chair because I'm always moving with this. I'm like like some elderly dude who has a rocking chair. Yes, this is a replica of Brian Wilson bathrobe. Normally, I would change this kind of outfit, but I thought that it fits with this topic, so I didn't change it. It's actually from IKEA. Do you have IKEA over there? I think you have. There's somewhere the thing with the logo, but whatever. Yeah, where was I? And then there is documentary with Keith Richards. This very cinematic stuff, great documentaries. And I think this would fit very well with them, and would help a lot of people to find Brian's and Beach Boys music. So I'm really excited about this. I mean, like really excited. Because this is the kind of footage that I don't think we've ever really got with Brian. Because if you according to all this information that was given in the Rolling Stone and the Variety articles, Brian is very open, honest, and I'm sitting on an IKEA chair now. That's cool. Yeah, I have an IKEA desktop over here. Yeah, it really sounds very promising. I think it will be really good. My only worries are that I hope that the interviews with the other people, the outsiders, so to speak, are kept minimum. I'm really looking forward to hearing what Bruce Springsteen and Taylor Hawkins has to say, but the other ones not so much. To be honest, I would just love to see the uncut 90 hours footage of them driving around, because that must be golden, including like tons of golden stuff. And yeah, apparently Brian is in this documentary very honest and open about all the things that he usually in interviews does not want to talk about. And yeah, I really hope they don't screw this up in the editing board, because I'm 100% sure that they have a lot of great footage. So yeah, I have no idea when it's coming up. There still hasn't been anything more. They just I think this article, it's been a while since I read it, but I think it was said somewhere here that they hope to have the distribution deal set at the beginning of this year, so that they could release it in the summertime. I believe something like that. Yeah, yeah. I want to have like director's cut or like a box set with the 90 hours footage. That would be, yeah. Jason Finn or Fine, however you're supposed to say it. I don't know. Is the one who's basically, I mean, the documentary will be him and Brian driving a car and talking. So that is like that's very good news, because all the articles that he's done with Brian are top notch. I'm like the best interviews and articles with Brian ever. So yeah, because they've known each other, I think, like 20 25 years or something, like since Imagination at least. So I'm really excited about this. And apparently Brian's they have like an iPod or something attached to the car stereos, and during their drives they used to like listen to the songs, and the documentary will have these parts where Brian wants to hear a certain song or album, and then they play the song, and they're gonna talk about "Love You" and all this stuff, and apparently Brian talks a lot about his brothers and that kind of stuff, which he never really does in public usually. And when I read this article the first time, I was just so happy because how would I put this? Well, Brian's done a massive amount of interviews during the past I don't know, 5 years, 10 years, except like I think like the last few months he kind of dropped them off. I don't think he does them anymore. I think on the last few months of his last tour, Al started to do the interviews instead. And but yeah, I mean, it's kind of sad to read the interviews and then read the comments that people have about them, because people, and on YouTube videos and stuff like that, people get this image that Brian is somehow out of his mind and something like senile, stupid, brain dead. You really hear like that stuff and read that stuff on the internet a lot, and I think that's very very wrong, like very not what it really is. It's all just about the fact that he's probably just doesn't feel relaxed in these interview situations, and that's why people don't really know what to make of it. So I'm really excited for this documentary, because that will be this kind of like a testament for the fact that he's fully capable of thinking and talking and being himself, and he does what he does because he wants to do it. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, it was 2017. Sorry, I jumped the table for a moment. It was 2017. Was it August? I'm not sure, but whatever. At the end of the summer, I was in London, in Hammersmith, and Brian was there to perform Pet Sounds, like for the millionth time, and I was there, and there was whole camera crew, people filming, and apparently they filmed like pretty much the whole tour of Britain of 2017, and apparently that was also part of making of this documentary. So I'm really hoping forward that I will be visible in this doc if they show the audience in Hammersmith Apollo, the classic concert avenue where Queen performed, and everybody, like the Beatles and everybody. So it would be cool to be visible at the concert, and that was amazing concert. I mean, Brian sang just amazingly well. He did this really beautiful Surfer Girl vocal. I mean, he sounded sweeter and better and stronger than he does on the original recording. But during this whole thing, like during the whole show, his vocals just shifted from really kind of little poor, like the Pet Sounds talking things, and then to this just amazing and sweet, voice. And And that's also one thing. A lot of people see him on a bad day, or in, in a bad show where he's not that strong vocally, and think that he's lost it and he's not capable of singing good anymore, which is just crap. He still has a great strong voice, and yeah, hopefully we'll see a relaxed and open Brian. Brian was never a natural interviewee. He does, however, have a weak sense of humor. Yeah, yeah, and that's what I love about. Yeah, I really love about love his humor. It's, yeah, you might be immortalized in the documentary. Yeah, I hope so. His humor is just great because he does a lot of this deadpan stuff that a lot of people don't understand that is actually humor. And like I did actually that compilation thing on this channel, which I don't usually do. I don't like to take other people's and companies' footage and then use them in my stuff, but I wanted to do it because nobody else had done it before, and there's just like a million clips and interviews and stuff where he's just throwing his jokes and being just generally normally funny, just being himself and being funny. And I just wanted to kind of take some of those clips and put them together. So yeah, I mean, I'm sure this thing is gonna be a lot of fun, but also probably pretty dark too. But yeah, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. I love that compilation video. Yeah, thank you. I've been really worried sometimes that because of that YouTube will take my channel down. But I actually tried this other day to take off the Too Much Sugar song at the end with YouTube's editor thing. I'm not sure if that worked. I actually want to check it out right now. Because yeah, YouTube tends to sometimes just take down complete channels if you use copyrighted stuff. So let's see. Yeah, okay, it didn't work. I couldn't get that song out. So I don't know. It's tricky. I've been thinking that maybe I should take the whole video down, but then again I kind of don't want to because it has gotten a lot of views and a lot of people loved it. It has like 130,000 views or something, and even Ed Roach shared it on one of the Dennis Wilson pages once, and I was really honored of that, even though I didn't really I only put the thing together, but whatever. But yeah, this video has already, the Brianism compilation, Brian Wilson Funny Moments video has already 2 copyright, not strikes, but just these like notifications. So basically it means that it is monetized by these companies. The money goes to Canadian Broadcasting Corporation and Warner Music Group, I think, for Too Much Sugar. So yeah, and I have a few other videos which include copyrighted material. So I'm a little bit afraid if someday out of the blue they change their rules and they just take my channel down. Yeah, they give you a warning first, but if you get 3 warnings, your channel gets taken down immediately. And with 2 warnings, I think they take down the live streaming possibility. And I have right now 5 videos with copyrighted material that I don't own, and they all have like notifications of it, so they know about it. But there's no problem. I've never got a single copyright strike. It's all good. But if the company or the copyrighted material owners of that material want to change their thoughts on other people using it, or the copyright rules or whatever just change overnight, I have 5 videos already, so I might get the 3 warnings at the same time, and I don't have any time to, do anything about it. I just wake up one day and my channel's gone, and that would really suck because this is my oldest YouTube channel. This is, I think, 12 or 13 years old. So yeah, I don't want to lose this. So I might have to take it down. I don't know. Hopefully not. Have you read that the Wilson Project has been released as a PDF? Oh, what is that? I've heard the name, but I don't know what it is. I have to Google it. Oh, I'm just gonna copy paste that. But thanks. Yeah, is it good? If it's good, I need to check it out. Do it. Control C. Why is this not working? Okay, here we go. The Wilson Project. Where can I find it? Oh, it's a book. The Wilson Project 2013 edition details the period from May 1986 to June 1987 that saw leader of the Beach Boys Brian Wilson and songwriter producer Gary Usher working together in preparation for Brian Wilson's first solo long play. Is it this one? Taken directly from careful audio journals that Gary Usher kept during that period. The Wilson Project is a day-by-day look at the creative outpourings and the frustrations encountered by Usher and Wilson as they try to outwit and outman Dr. Eugene Landy. Okay. Wow, okay. Where can I find it? If it's free, I'll check it out, definitely. Is there something on... There's probably something on Smiley Smile, I think. I once in a while go and lurk that board, but I don't really write anything that often there. But I like to read the news from there. News and rumors and all that stuff. Okay, thank you. Okay, I really need to check that out because I don't know anything about it. Okay, yeah, I think there's a link or something. Yes, okay. Let's see, on Smile, the Wilson Project. But it's not free, it costs $6.95. Oh, no, you didn't say it's free, sorry. I was already like excited that it's gonna be free. Okay. But it's not bad, $6.95, okay. I might purchase it someday. I'm gonna save this as my bookmark. I have a bunch of books already that I should read. Like I have Catch a Wave somewhere. Yeah. Hey, all you Finnish fishing folks, how are you doing? I'm actually ending this stream right now, so you are late. Yeah, $6.95 is a bargain. I know it's not bad, but I'm gonna purchase it. I'm gonna purchase it at some point, but I need to first finish Catch a Wave. Have you read it? I've read like, I don't know, the first chapter maybe, and it's good. It's really good. I think it's considered probably like maybe the best or second best or something of these biography books of Brian. So it's very highly regarded. Yeah, thanks for the like. That's the way to go. But hey, I think we're done. Like I said a million times already, I'm just really excited about this documentary. I'm sure it's gonna be great, and I hope they give it an R rating because Brian likes to swear a lot, and I don't like if they to tone it down and censor all the swear words, because he uses the F word a lot, and I love it. Like, because I think it's great when he's really relaxed, he swears a lot, and I hope they don't cut that stuff out. mm. Yeah, Catch a Wave is a great read. Yeah, I really need to finish that one first. Which one is David Leave's book? Is it? No, no, it's not Beautiful Dreamer. That's not a book, that's a documentary. Let's see. I don't remember. I'm not sure if I have that one. California Myth? No? Is it? The Beast Person, the California Myth. Is it that? No. Yeah? Maybe. I think it's that one. It has a cool cover. Paperback from $25. Okay, I think there's a slight delay, latency in the stream, so you're right, a California Myth, and the same time I say it. But yeah, thanks. Yeah, I really need to check this one out too. But I bet this is the kind of book that you can probably only get like from the States or something. And then I get like, the book itself is $25, shipping $30, and then add customs, which is like 40% of the price, including shipping and the thing itself. So I'm gonna have to end up paying $100 for a freaking book, but I guess it's gonna be worth it. But hey, I think I'm gonna wrap this up. Thank you all, and we'll see you again hopefully tomorrow or soon. Anyway, so yeah, take care. Bye bye.